Howdy, folks. Welcome, everybody, to Open Mic Night here at Labyrinth Brewing Company. Appreciate you all for being here. I'm going to try to do a little open mic. I haven't done this in a little while, but it is a lot of fun, so I thought I'd give it a try. It's going to be very much conversational about my life, but first of all, I just want to give a thank you to this guy for hosting. I saw him earlier, did a great job with the guitar. Appreciate the Florida Panthers jersey too, Matt Kachuk. I know that's not going to fly well with you, but you know, after your team is out, you have no other choice but to enjoy the game as it is. And for all of us here in America, we did keep the Stanley Cup away from Canada for another 30 years. Or, that's a positive. 1993, if you can believe it. That gets me going, though. That was actually my first bit. I hate doing it in any sort of organized fashion. I'm just going to kind of ramble. But the Stanley Cup was the first thing I wanted to talk about. So you guys heard of the Stanley Cup thing? It's like a cup, literally, like a lot of rich, beautiful women have and hold. And during the fall, it was a thing. And here's my Stanley Cup, like it's Ugg boots of 2023 and 4. And I finally asked, because I've never really seen one. I saw some posts like, this is as close as the Toronto Maple Leafs are going to get to the Stanley Cup when it first got popular. But finally I was like, so what is this? I met a colleague when I was walking out, what's the appeal? And she didn't give me a great answer. It was like, I don't really use it for much, it's too big. I got this, she had 2 other cups with her. Are either of those Stanley Cups? No, I have one at home, but this is a Yeti, keeps things cold. Oh, I get that. So does the Stanley Cup keep things cold? And she's like, no. And then I'm just like, I use this one because it's smaller than a Stanley Cup. So it's basically so what does it do? So it's big and it doesn't keep things cold. Got it. And that get me to you ever see the movie Wall Street? They have that conversation in Wall Street. Oh boy, I'm going to take advantage of the loudness of the room and start talking about the charity. Headlocks for Humanity over there, serving social services organizations here in our community, headed up by that man right there, General Manager Alex Rojas. Oh man, I must be going on long. He's got the kendo stick now. So if you guys are curious, I am Geek Bar, and we are here to promote basically the charity Headlock for Humanity. I've been here in the past with Sonic the Hedgehog's creator, thanks to, he was here, he'll be back, he'll be here. Brian Penry, super nice guy. And Labyrinth Brewing has been very supportive of us doing this. It's a lot of fun. What I do is I bring a comic book store. I take inventory from local vinyl shops like Paul's Boutique down the street in Vernon, as well as comic book shops throughout the area, and we sell their stuff wholesale, but also they give us a lot of donations where the proceeds all go to the nonprofit. Everybody that gives any sort of donation, they get a free comic, free vinyl, free toy. So it's just a fun way to encourage kids to read, try new things, and be a geek. When I was, it's been a long time since the 90s, but the word geek really has changed its meaning, where it's just basically passionate about something. I'm into music, I'm a sneakerhead, I'm into sports, I'm a sports geek. It's just a verb for I like it and I'm not afraid to say it. And that's a good thing, and that's what Geek Bar is all about. It's about celebrating the things we love, and especially the eclectic, the marginalized, the things that we have to do alone. Or formerly, when things were marginalized. So Geek Bar is all about that, and tonight we're very blessed to have 4 of the best wrestlers in the region, 2 of which have arrived already. Ichiban and Ryan Frosty Frost. Ryan Frost. He's the guy with the kendo stick. So just make sure everybody behaves tonight because he's watching. But these guys are great wrestlers. They've been around the region many times, and it's a real pleasure to have them. So feel free to talk them up. It's a cool field, pro wrestling. Brings out a lot of passion, brings out a lot of really interesting people. And this guy, Alex Rojas, brought together Legacy as Timeless Pro Wrestling as a way to celebrate pro wrestling and also give free tickets to military or first responders or kids under 10. So it's very much a free show, but it's also costly or costs money for those that are, regular general admission, VIP, and all that money goes for Headlocks for Humanity. So after school programs, social services, mental health programs, Basically, same thing that I'm doing. Just, okay, I like this. I want to do it, but I don't want to just say, hey, you should pay me money because I like to do this. Tag in a nonprofit, make it about something, and there you go. But that brings me back to what I was saying earlier. If anybody's seen the 1980 movie or mid-80 movie Wall Street, Michael Douglas's character, anybody see that movie at any time? Wall Street, the movie? There we go. Great talking heads on the soundtrack. They talk about like art, and there's like a really like minimalistic, just a giant white painting on the wall. And this guy explains like, you know, I bought this for like $30. This guy was dying on the street, and I just sold it for $3 million. And he talks about how meaningless is art, that I can just buy something and then this person dies, or I present a way that is interesting and suddenly it's worth that much. You know, that to me is kind of like the Stanley Cup. You know, like why are everyone buying the Stanley Cup when they can't even give me when most can't figure out a reason why they have it? It's too big, it doesn't get to keep things cold. All right. Tough room. Anyways, what I'm talking about here is passion. When we enjoy things and we come together, we are able to enjoy each other more. So that's the point of coming to a bar. That's the point of singing songs for open mic. It's the point of being here right now. So without further ado, I just want to say, if anyone's interested, we are giving away tickets to a WWE show or Metallica or anything you'd like through Ticket Network. Anyone that does a donation of $5 or more is in the raffle, and we got all sorts of cool deals. We're going to make the call tonight, so it's a cool little thing, and then again, everything goes to Headlock for Humanity. I'd also like to add that the man behind it, GM Alex Rojas, is running several different things in the region. He's a really cool guy, so I talked to him. And finally, I'd like to say, geek on. Well, I got another minute. I think I can ramble longer. So something else that happened to me the other day, I was talking to this guy about wrestling, and he just got so passionate. Like, I couldn't understand why he was taking it so serious. Oh, one sec. He's taking it so seriously. Like, it's just fake fighting, right? Like, there's no like real reason to get upset. You know, like, oh, this indie promoter is bad. Oh, yeah. What's up?
You ever seen the Apollo?
The Apollo, the Bronx, the Jazz.
Harlem,
yeah.
At the Apollo, they got a cane, and they drag you off stage.
Oh boy.
I don't have a hook on this cane, so I'm gonna have to hit you with it.
Oh boy.
I think your time's done, but.
You know, I think my time is done. But thank you all. Check us out.